Rose, back again.
For the
Here,
rose and the flame. Hello, hello.
we're here to talk about today the throat chakra and speaking our truth. So I'm going to hand this over to Rose to speak our truth about.
Well, I brought with me, I was sharing with Colleen this beautiful crystal that whose type I forget, so I'll put it in the chat later. But if you just envision that beautiful bright blue at the throat. I kind of liken it to the way I see it is like a bright open blue swimming pool or a pool of water that's, just reflecting aquamarine at the bottom of it. That's how I see our throat chakra. And it is associated with sound, which makes so much sense because even as I share this information, I'm using my throat and air pipes, my windpipes, to create and form and shape words into creation to communicate what this throat chakra is all about. The archangel that it's associated with is Gabriel, if you know the story of blowing the trumpets, being the messenger. He's known as the messenger archangel, whispering and speaking prophecies and wisdom to different characters in the Bible, one of them being Mary, the mother of Jesus of Nazareth, and guiding her on her journey, saying yes to what she came to do, which whether you believe all the miracles or not is still definitely a historic place in history. And so that's what the throat chakra is about. Colleen, do you want to share some of the characters and traits around it?
Well, let me just reiterate it's definitely the element of sound, and the color is like a light, bright blue. And it's funny when you said aquamarine, that's my stone, is the aquamarine. It's all about communication, vibration. It's also sound healing as we speak our voice, speak our truth. And what else did I have down here for it? And you said Archangel Gabriel. And it's funny how you said he, and I know archangels are both, but I feel into Archangel Gabriel as a female.
Female.
I have a beautiful statue of Archangel Gabriel, and it's a woman in armor speaking her truth for sure. And here's some. If your throat chakra, and most of us have these issues that are wanting to be released, if they're imbalanced, here's a couple of attributes that could be going on with your throat chakra. Here's a very simple one. Do you find it difficult to communicate? Do you have problems with expressing yourself with speech or with making yourself understood clearly? Do you struggle getting quiet and listening to your inner voice? That's a really big one. A lot of us are doing, almost escaping our inner voice. And it's really important, especially at this time on the earth plane, is to really get quiet, breathe, and really listen to your inner voice. Let me do one more here. Do you always need external noise to keep you from your thoughts? And I feel that a lot of us do. We're just kept busy, busy, busy. And it's really important to really, really drop down into your heart space and feel and hear and listen to your inner voice. Your throat chakra is really wanting to open so that you could speak your truth clearly. So those are some of the things that happen when it's out of balance.
That's a really good point, Colleen, around dropping into the heart to really hear my heart's guidance first and foremost. And the other thing I was going to share, I've been experimenting with, does my sacral, so that one below my belly button, and then my root, like at the very base of my spine, do those feel tight? Because what I've heard is that if those are tight, it may be challenging to communicate, because those are the ones around shame, those are the ones around creative expression, those are the ones around believing that I'm safe, I'm secure. So if those are firing up, I'm just really being aware of, like, does that actually impact my ability to be able to express confidently, spontaneously, in the moment? Or do I have all kinds of chatter that's happening? And then, so to your invitation to drop back down into the heart space. And I think it's also good for all of us to really pay attention to our words. There's so much going on in the media right now. How much am I giving power and voice to what I see in the media about a state of emergency, about catastrophe, about disaster, about, all those things that are happening out there, about injustice. So, because for all of you out there, I was admitting to Colleen before we came on the recording, I've got a little war sometimes that happens in my head where my thoughts are conflicting. One side of me feels super peaceful and blissed out. The other side of me is judging and picking at every little thing that's happening or that somebody's doing. I might have a really, really strong opinion and need to be right. And that's happening between ourselves and our neighbor as we're making decisions over the shared boundaries between our two properties. So it's just something I think it's a wonderful way to just become really aware of what it is I'm saying. And then for me also, am I saying it in a calm, peaceful way, or am I actually, straining and struggling to say things? Are things coming out violently or non-violently? Could just be like the tone that I'm using. So it's just a wonderful opportunity for all of us right now, especially who are committed to staying in the light and committed to staying grounded and rooted in that light, that what our commitment is to being that light is coming up and through this particular chakra.
Yes. And at this time, we are really being called to stay calm in the midst of chaos around us. Whatever that chaos may look like to you, it's all different. It's to really hold the light, but have compassion for yourself when you dip out of the light. But the most important thing is to really go within, listen to that inner voice, and follow the cues of your inner voice, and trust. Very clearly hearing the words trust. All of this is happening for some reason, and we are here to trust, hold the light, and keep walking the way of love. If you
I'm
feel
actually
called,
hearing cool heads will prevail.
it's so true. It's so true. And we are being called to assist others in holding their light and really remembering who they are on a soul level. That's what the Rose and the Flame journey is all about. Really helping to clear away those karmic energies, those traumas and memories, energies that are no longer serving us, so that we can reactivate the Rose light codes, your gifts and abilities, so it's easier, much easier and clearer for you to be able to hold the light with grace and ease. So please, if you feel called to step into this beautiful, beautiful sacred journey that Rose and myself have been strongly guided to offer, join us. Any last words there, Rose?
Please join us. And no, so the way to opt in is to go to the link in the description, and we'll post it below the video as well. And join us for the 2 hour, because that's going to begin the activation of the seed. And that kicks off our 3-month journey starting Sunday, November 19th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, that's our little opening invitation in November. The actual journey starts in January, but to really start the seeding is November 19th, as Rose
And
said.
if you notice, we perfectly timed it prior to the holidays, so that prior to, if there is anything that triggers you over the holidays, will clear any of those potential holiday triggers so that you can enter into, whether it's the American United States Thanksgiving, or celebrating Hanukkah, celebrating however you celebrate, whatever your way of celebrating this time of year. It's a wonderful, holy time of year to celebrate the completion. We've completed the hunt. We've completed the harvest. We're inviting in the light. That is the time to really invite in the light around the winter solstice. So, yay!
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. So we look forward to seeing you then. And blessings from the Rose and the Flame.